So I wanted to make a video showing my acoustic panels that I'm building, each step of the process. I'm actually building 8 panels, and this is the final one. I'll show you the other ones in just a minute. The panels are made from pine, common board at Home Depot. I spent a ridiculous amount of time looking for straight pieces of wood. Not only straight pieces of wood, but wood that had the grain structure that I liked. Also, not too many knots or knots on the corners or the edges. So literally it was like one and maybe 12 pieces of wood at Home Depot that was actually um, satisfactory for what I wanted to build. I had to go to multiple Home Depots. It was a lot of work, but in the end it was worth it. I got the pieces of wood that I wanted and the look that I wanted. So this is the last one. I'm building 8, so this is the 8th one. And I wanted to show how I'm putting together the corners. It's a mitered corner, so a 45 and a 45 glued together. The panels will get mitered, splined corners. I built a prototype, and I will show you the final outcome here in just a second. What the panel is going to look like when it's finished. So this is just the last step. I'll take the tape off, and today I'm going to start the mitered splined corners. So I'm actually going to make a video of this workbench that I built too. It came out really nice, and it's helped keep the surface area very flat, and I store my wood down there. But I'm going to make a video of that later. I just wanted to show this before I go into the next step. I do have the corners, the clamps to hold the mitered corner clamps, the mitered corners together with clamps, but I found that just tape allows me really to massage those corners to get a really perfect seam, so I don't have any like gaps or stuff like that. So that's why I'm using tape. It's probably, professional woodworkers would probably look at this and go, that's not the right way to do it, but for me it's worked, so I'm just going with what works. So let me take you inside and let me show you the other panels. So here are the 7 other panels that I made that will be getting mitered spline corners today. And here is what a finished panel will look like. So this is Guilford and Maine fabric on the front. FR701 is the name of it. 0.95 NRC. So it's very acoustically transparent fabric. This has the same insulation. I ordered it actually from GIK Acoustics. It's the NOF Ecos insulation here. So my opinion, much better than using Rockwool would be my second choice, and then fiberglass would be my last, like Owens Corning would be my last choice, but I really like this insulation. So let me just show you the mitered corners here. It came out really nice. It's really, really hard to get that straight corner like that, and the miter's that bang on. I don't know if you can see in the reflection here. There's 4 coats of polyurethane on that, each one buffed on each stage, and then a final buff to get a shine on that. That took a really long time to do that, but it came out real nice. Let's show you some of the other corners here, how nicely the corners came together. I mean, almost no seam on the corners here. And no nails, no screws, just glue. Everything was just glued together, and it's super, super strong, very strong. Let me just show you the back here. Even the back has Guilford and Maine fabric on it, so you get very high performance, because the sound as it's going through the front of the panel, because these will be gapped from the wall, it's coming through the front of the panel, comes out the back. You want this back to be acoustically transparent, and I get the feeling from what I've seen online that a lot of the manufacturers don't use the acoustic the acoustic fabric on the back as well. So that's what I've done. I think that's going to add a lot to the performance of the panel. So these panels are 4.5 inches thick. So there's a 1/2 inch gap included already in the panel. This is 1.5 inches total with these Z bars here, which I found was the best mounting solution. These are awesome for mounting panels. So the total gap is 2 inches. Typically they say you're supposed to gap the panel the same thickness of the panel. So if this is 4 inches, roughly, let's say, then the panel should be gapped 4 inches from the wall. But that would make the panel sticking 8 inches out from the wall, and I just figured that was way too much. So I figured a 2-inch, 2-inch gap, which will make it about 6 inches sticking out from the wall, is plenty. So that's the panel, and that's my crazy cat right there, our new kitten, making a lot of noise. So today I'll be working on the mitered edges, and I'll probably make a video of that. So stay tuned for some more videos. Thanks for watching.